and we'll be joined by our first guest for the year of 2025. Already our Minister of the Finance and a serious player in the current coalition government, but she has picked up a new portfolio in the Reshuffle on Sunday, economic development, which is now called economic growth. She picks up that portfolio from Melissa Lee, who is now out of cabinet and not an undersecretary or anything. Nicola Willis joins us on the line. Minister, congratulations and a happy new year to you.
Thanks, Sean, and happy new year to you. It's great to be back on the show.
All right. Now, had you been pitching for this? And do you really need, given how busy you are, another job?
Well, what's clear to me, and I think everyone, including the Prime Minister, is that for New Zealand to deliver all of the things that Kiwis desire right now, better incomes, better job prospects, more revenue for the services we want to fund, we're going to need to grow this economy faster. So I've been wanting to get my hands on more levers for driving that growth. And in this portfolio, I will lead the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment, which has responsibility for all those things that affect businesses, industries, entrepreneurs, innovators, whether that's immigration policy, science and technology, employment law, regulations, competition law, all of those things. And so in this role, I have a mandate to drive changes across all of those areas, working with the responsible ministers to ensure we as a government are prioritising the things that will shift the dial.
Now, that makes sense because MB is one of those ministries or agencies of government which does seem to have a finger in almost every pie. So that is now, well, kind of your department, as it were.
Well, I'm the lead minister. There are a number of other ministers to whom MB is responsible, whether it's in the specific immigration area or in the science and technology area. But I'm now going to bring together a program that says, here are the priorities, let's get these things done as a matter of urgency, and let's ensure the resources within MB are going to the things that are most important. So that coordination, that driving role is really important.
Minister, would it also be fair to say that the challenges facing New Zealand in terms of prosperity, which is a result of economic growth, are a little greater than you might have first imagined coming into office? That this hasn't become just a question of resetting priorities and policies, but actually some serious rebuilding as well?
Yeah, look, I think our task is greater than just getting through the downturn that New Zealand's endured for these past few years. That's the job that we committed to at the election campaign, and we'll see it through. But we need to go deeper than that, because New Zealand actually has been falling behind in the growth and productivity and income state for some time. And what we can see is that to actually improve that performance, we're going to have to go a bit deeper in terms of the changes and reforms, and we're going to have to go a bit broader. We always said you start by stabilising the fundamentals, and for us that was getting inflation under control, interest rates dropping down, actually get a plan around managing the books. Those things are vital, but they're not sufficient. We need to build on that by giving businesses, enterprise, the confidence. Actually, this is going to be a great place to invest for the next few decades. We want this to be a place where young talent actually wants to stay, and that's going to take a big lift.
All right. Big political event. Have you been watching the inauguration?
Oh, look, I was all over the websites last night, and, it's an interesting day for all of us interested in politics.
All right. Does that affect New Zealand? Is that going to have impact on the sort of agenda that you've just been talking about? How America deals with the rest of the world, things like tariffs. Does it set a tone in politics here in New Zealand even because of the influence of the United States?